Hey, all you aspiring madness runners, welcome back to the 100% speedrun guide, part 3, Zombieland. So this is my least favorite split, mainly because the enemies of this entire area down here are essentially just bullet sponges. They just have a lot of health, and it's more like a grind than anything. It's though it does bring up some interesting points, which you will see later. I'll explain them as they come. So what we're going to do here first, we're just going to get right into it. You guys know pretty much the fundamentals, how you're supposed to be set up, is we're not going to go right. We're going to go left, because all that's through here is no locker and a key door for actually lock level 3, which is even later than the one that we're going to be getting here. So we're just going to go left. And now this is where our shotgun strategy comes in, because the long range requires us to move right here. In range of the shotgun blast, we have the shotgun move up and get all of his damage dealt first. Then we can do long or mid, depending on what we want, and just take them out. So these guys have 0 armor class. These ones with the grayish tatters, they have 0 armor class and 12 health. So keep that in mind. Move up. Now we're just trying to. Now this is where careful damage distribution starts to come into play with these really high health enemies with no armor. So we're gonna go back and forth, and we're gonna distribute as much damage as possible. 16 here and 12 here, because if we shot here again, we'd only be dealing 8 damage. So then we go here. 2 shots there, 12 health. Move here, 3 shots here, 12 health. Take him out, 12 health, and 12 health. And then this guy has just enough action points to just walk up right in front of us. I generate 3 action points. That's 12 damage. All works out perfectly. That is exactly how that room should go. And because none of them have any armor class to dodge you with, that strategy should work every single time. Makes it nice, quick, and easy, minimal animations. Now, to maximize Heavy's output, because his weapon range is so short, move him up. 24 damage here, 12 damage here. So that's huge. 36 damage right there in 2 shots. That's why we like Heavy dealing out his shotgun stuff early. Now, this is pretty variable depending on how they block. But we always have the assault. Move forward 1 space so he can shoot twice. Try to take out one of these guys. Unfortunately, he doesn't get it, but that allows me to demonstrate a backup strat. Move up. Shoot once. Alright, he took him out. There we go. Took care of him too. Takes care of the mid-range, and we have this guy, just because he has just a bit more HP to deal with this guy with. It matters just a little bit less if he loses the HP, for him to shoot the back guy, take a shot, and just make it easy for this guy to walk up and just take care of business. So, despite this locker having a new gun that looks pretty bright and shiny and interesting, we're not going to use it. So actually, even if we equip this to Heavy or any of the other guys, it's not going to see any use. Because if we need a shotgun, we're going to use this one, the highest damage, and the easiest to distribute pretty evenly, and it's just really good. We have no reason to equip this other shotgun, because we have the shotgun that we need right here. Don't need much more close range than that. And he's the only one that should really be equipping shotguns as of right now, because of their niche use, and on anyone else it would take 3 AP. So his first sub-weapon we're going to be getting later this split, actually. But it's not the longer range shotgun. But it's important to take that locker, because it's 100%. You need all the lockers. So here's another situation where if we were to go long range first, It wouldn't put us in direct line of fire, but in this case, once we get to these like higher health, harder to take out enemies, we might want to take Sanford's advice and let them come to us as we get into this kind of area where we can't just like one-turn things as easily. So we're going to move him up. Now these guys actually have 18 health. They have 18 health and 2 armor class, so 17% chance to block, so always be wary of that. So, bam. 19 damage in total, taking out the 18 health guy. And we can shoot him twice, because we have 4 AP left. That maximizes his damage. And move forward 1, take him out. And actually what we're going to do here is we are going to end the turn, just to play it safe. He's going to move up, get 1 attack, but it's not going to be nearly enough. And yeah, see, he even blocked the melee. That was pretty unlucky. Takes us 4 hits, 20 health to an 18 health target. Just a little bit of over damage, but we're good. Takes it out quicker than 5 shots of the gun. And now, now this is a tricky room. This is where Sanford's advice really comes in handy. So what we're actually going to do here is we are going to move heavy up. We're going to get as much damage out of him as possible. So that's 16 damage right there. We're going to finish him off, 12 health exactly. And now here's what we're going to do. This is going to seem a little crazy, but we're just going to end the turn here. Because these guys will not be able to attack anybody, and he only gets 1 shot. So, here, check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he goes down. And we're going to try to mid-range that guy. There we go. Because his armor class is actually pretty decent. And then we take out this guy. Just finish them off when they walk up to you. And they only get 1 shot. Makes that room nice and easy. A lot easier than trying to go ham. And actually, honestly, faster. So, like this says, this wall's a lie. So, probably like right after you finish the battle, you want to be like spam clicking that wall when your guys are doing the little victory thing, just to be able to head through here as quick as possible, or just on any downtime. Honestly, just be clicking those destructible environments. All right, once again, we're gonna go maximum efficiency heavy here. 24, 12. That's just how heavy usually goes in these Zombieland rooms. Just take out as many health sponges as you can. We're gonna go mid-range next. 12 damage there, takes out 1. And he has 6 AP. Alright, now, actually how that should go is you should take out the bottom one first and then move up and take out this one, because if you end your turn here, he's actually going to walk up right in front of you. Right in this area. And all of these guys will move in to a perfect formation. This is pretty important that he ends here. Otherwise, you're going to separate them, and he's not going to be able to get a 32 damage shot. That is huge. Make sure that you position this right so you can get the 32 damage. That is, that's pretty big. So we have this guy take 3 shots moving up. And then we have him take a shot there and take it out nice and easy. Nice clean room there. That one is actually pretty fun strategically. I had a lot of fun coming up with that one. And so, actually what we're going to do here, the most important thing is to test our shotgun luck, because what our shotgun luck is pretty much determines how we play this room. So, alright. Basically, if this guy gets hit, these guys all or well, these back guys have 12 health, and these guys have, I think, 16. I want to say 16 or 18, maybe. I forget. But let's just proceed. So it hits both of them. So we are going to do our best here. We're going to take out this guy in one shot. Yeah, so 12 and 8. He probably has 18 health, if I remember correctly. And what we can do here is we can move forward once, shoot this guy once, shoot that guy once. Okay, I take that back. They actually have 10 health. All right, I remember that now. That's actually pretty important because one SMG, one pistol shot. That's pretty big. That's a good way to use your AP wisely. So we're gonna have him move up, take as many shots, try to do as much as he can to that guy. Now, this is where we're presented with a choice. Now, because we have 3 flashbangs here, we can save a lot of animation time. Now, flashbangs are like saviors of this run, or also killers of the run. Now, this is pretty much the big flashbang explanation because these are important. So, what we can do here to save a lot of time is we can flashbang, and that basically that stuns them guaranteed, and they spend their action points randomly or not at all. Spend a random amount of action points randomly, I suppose. Usually moving just a couple spaces, but that's the good thing. They usually spend less action points, so they spend less time doing things. So when we press end turn, he just walked and made it easier for us to take him down. And yeah, here. So bam, just like that. Walked in range. I take care of him just like that. And we can go here. Do that. Have to take one shot from him, but move up and do one shot right there. It's just when you have to use these, you have to be able to improvise. You need to be able to basically handle any situation that comes up, because sometimes they might still shoot you while they're stunned. Sometimes they will walk to a direction that's pretty suboptimal or something. You just need to be able to handle wherever they go, and just whatever actions they take. You need to be ready for everything. But it saves the it saves time, essentially. Time that would be spent in their animations, which are usually longer if they are spending points according to their programmed strategies, I suppose. So now this is our first branch off of the main path that we're gonna do in this split. We're gonna go to the left, and we're gonna open up this locker, and this is really important right here. This is probably the most important weapon for a really long time that we're gonna get. We get 2 smokes, which is nice, but we get the Stair Aug. So that's why we don't use this, because it doesn't see any use. We use this because it sees a ton of use. Costs 2 AP. 2 AP to use on heavy because it is a rifle. And it is 7 range, 5 damage. It's basically like an SMG that the assault would get if we decided to go right. Like in a room like right here, it's a 7 range, 5 damage. Except this is really important. It goes through all armor. It just ignores armor. Just unlike other rifles, it doesn't do like collateral damage in its full range. It hits one target, but it pierces the armor. So this is really important. This is where we get into the concept of guaranteed damage and playing it safe. And playing it safe is really important, especially in a run so heavily affected by RNG. So that's when we go back after we clear out that locker and we start heading up. We're getting ever closer to the savior fight now. So strat here is we split the damage with assault first. Honestly, you should probably hit this guy first, because if you hit this guy first, that's 10 damage right there. I suppose he can clear this guy out with his pistol, but it just takes a little bit more. And with this remaining, with these remaining shots, I forget if these guys have 18 or 20 health, but either way, if he hits all 5 shots, yep, there we go, he takes one out. You get a chance at rolling an item. That's really good. Flashbangs are by far the best drops because of how much time they can potentially save. Now, actually, what we're going to do here is we are going to do what's smart, and we are going to take the guaranteed damage. So, no chance of getting blocked, 10 health, bam. Just guaranteed damage. Easy. Just do what damage we can while we can, and now, because these guys have so many AP, and because we have 3 flashbangs, we only, in theory, need 1 flashbang for the savior, which actually we get later. So it's easily the best strategy to use a flashbang here in a situation like this, and just let them move randomly. See? It's so much easier than letting them spend, like, 6 or whatever AP each. It takes so long to go through the movement and swing animations. So that'll do it there. He took 12, 18 damage. Alright, so they have 18 health. Alright, finish that guy off. Alright, and get our guaranteed damage. And we're going to... Now, when you don't have very many animations to play, this is a good case. When you have, like, say, 1 guy's worth of animations to play, but you just don't want anybody dying to slow you down, just pop a smoke really quick and end the turn. See, he could have, like, killed so many people and had so many more animations. It just... But it's not worth wasting a flashbang here. So, easy, just finish him off, go on to the next room. Now, here is where we check how much damage can we do here. Wow, that barely ever happens. So, basically, you just try to see how much damage the damage sponge with the shotgun here, just because it's so likely to hit for way more than you can do with the AUG. So in this case, we did 16 to each, 32 damage total, which is huge. This is like a best case scenario. So we shoot once here, and we shoot once here, and we let everybody else walk up, because it's easier to handle and usually quicker to handle than having everybody walk there. And in the end, we're not going to be able to one-turn this anyway, so it's easy to have them walk up. You get another shot here, 16 damage there. Just take him out nice and easy. If you want to, change to the axe for that one. And this should be able to do it. Yep, there we go. And that's that room done. Now, this is interesting. I don't know if I should apply this yet. I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking that there may be a use for this, but I haven't quite found it yet. Because basically what it does is, it doesn't matter that it gives you night vision. Because in speedruns we already know everywhere where we want to go. But AP gain might actually be important. I'm just not sure if it's better than this as of right now. For what we're doing. Because what you do now is you get this chest plate. And you get armor class +2, which is, at this point, he now has 42% block. That's pretty good. So he's pretty much our tanky one. And max AP +1. Now, why we give it to him right now rather than him is because it allows him to shoot his MAC 10 twice, which or move more and shoot his MAC 10, which is big. The MAC 10, the more shots we get with the MAC 10 with the CQB is actually helpful later. So as you could see when I had the night vision on, this wall is cracked, which normally is a lot tougher to see with the night vision off. But you, as a runner, you know this. You just click on this wall really fast and you just go through, because this is the route. So we just keep on right, and we get the most bang for our buck here with heavy shotgun. That was actually pretty lucky. Only one blocked out of all 6 damage, or like sources. So that's pretty good. We basically try to kill off all 3 in front first. It doesn't matter if, like, I was gonna say it doesn't matter if you hit all 3 and you could shoot again for a bit of damage, 6 between each, but honestly it's just the most efficient way to go, to just get all of these guys out the fastest. And then what we do here is we move up once and we can shoot that and that, and which allows him to come up and, in best case, finish them off. And he's able to move up here, finish him off, and so now they have plenty of AP for next turn. Now, because we have extra flashbangs, we will cancel their animations. Hope they move forward. He moves forward so much, makes it so easy for us. I take it back. So he's gonna move up because he's the one that goes in. He's gonna go super ham, and they're gonna try to take out the one in the back, while these guys handle the one in the front. Guess it didn't work out. So because they're only going to take 1 shot each, I believe, we smoke here. Yep. Not very much animation time. We don't want to waste all of our flashbangs, so let's keep it efficient here. Bam, just like that. That's actually a pretty unsafe move, what I did, because the thing is that even though this may be only 1 animation, if it gets blocked, that's more damage being blocked. So we like to maximize damage here. That's what we do to go the fastest we can. So then this is one of those branch off rooms that we're never going to return to again. The loot here really isn't important except for this. If you're short on flashbangs and you haven't been getting any from drops, that's the one that you'll be using. So we go up here. And okay, so first we're gonna do the damage sponging here. Yep, they take that. You distribute it as efficiently as possible. You go for the 5 back here, take out the 18 healther. You can finish off these guys, and just go ham on the guy in the back. Make it nice and easy for next turn. So you can actually take out that guy too, leaving only this guy, and he will take 1 shot, I believe. But we're gonna smoke just in case. Yep. So that is the case. They only shoot once with these, probably because they're not the right class. So we finish off the last remaining guy as quick as possible. And we don't go right here. We go left, because there is nothing in this room of value. It's just a locked door. And this is the room for the savior fight. So at this point we have 29% progress. We've gone through let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 rooms, as opposed to last stretch's 16. And we had a lot more in-depth combat here. A lot of new concepts to wrap our head around when it comes to distributing damage and such. We want to make sure to maximize our efficiency, use our short range first because we use the shotgun a lot, and this is where we start to get introduced to taking guaranteed damage when we can, but for now the shotgun is usually the fastest option for most cases. And this is where he starts to get his niche use for long range, and where he really goes in a lot. So that's how Zombieland should look optimally. Just remember the important things, like the lockers usually... the lockers this split really aren't that important, except for this one. This locker is very important because you get the guaranteed damage gun. Just know how to do that locker real quick. Go in. All it is quite literally just changing one sub-weapon and then you're done. And that's it for Zombieland. Still probably my least favorite split, like I said, just because of how long the damage sponging takes in the early game to deal with, and how much they like to do it. But it's an interesting change of pace, and it makes you think a little bit more about damage distribution, which is pretty interesting when you get right down to it. So thank you all for tuning in to part 3. Got part 4, the Savior fight, coming up, which is going to be a pretty short video, but it's pretty interesting how we fight that, and I think you're going to like it if you like the battle strategy that's been going on so far. So thanks again for watching, and happy running.